Hey, what is up guys, this is Cobrak. Welcome to a tournament minicast from the Asia mini tournament just from the other day. What I've done is went ahead and picked out the closest, second, almost semi-final game that I could find. And then we're going to be checking out the grand final as well, because both games looking extremely tight. I want to see how these each go down, man. So we have a Fang Spam opener coming out from blue, crap load of Fangs, then a couple of Steel Balls, and he's playing Fortified Specialist of all things, so maybe we'll even see the Steel Balls get held onto here. They're actually going to link up on good old Rooster PB's Tarantula opener, who's actually playing some Rhino Specialist. Okay, man, so I can already see how this might be a little bit of a back and forth game. Might see the Steel Balls get held onto, man. Which again, it's not always like a given. The Steel Balls are just a little bit of a temperamental unit. Depends how they do in those opening rounds as to whether or not you're going to hold on to them. But against Rhino Specialist and Tarantula opener, who knows, man? Maybe we'll see those guys grab some levels and actually stick around. Fangs for blue, certainly not going to be doing a whole lot of sticking around as soon as this Tarantula connects. And there it is, man. Okay, dude. Did anybody get any levels anywhere? No, they did not. Laser Sights comes out. That's nice and early indeed. Unless someone's got some crazy Strike Specialist plans up their sleeve. I'd imagine it's going to be Laser Sights for both players. Probably. Ooh. Blue just sold one of his packs of Steel Balls just now. Alright. And that's going to be a UFO coming out from blue, which I imagine is probably going to get the laser sights as well. There it goes. That's very, very well positioned, by the way, to take out, first of all, the crawlers here that are going to stream straight into it. And then it will move very, very quickly onto the Fangs indeed. Really nice. I do like that. Meanwhile, Rooster still either hasn't chosen or the replay is just bugging out. It feels like he probably the replay just bugging out. So maybe we're just going to get Blue's point of view here. Maybe we're not actually going to get to see what's going on with Rooster. I'm going to go ahead and speed up the deployment just a little bit. Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay. He does actually pick up the laser sights, which I'm guessing is just going to go on one of the tarantulas. I can't see any fresh units coming out. Funnily enough, Rooster actually went ahead and unlocked the arc lights, which I'm a little bit surprised by. Feels like the Acolytes and the Tarantulas kind of do a similar-ish job. I'm wondering what the thinking is behind grabbing the Acolytes there, like when you've already got the Tarantulas available. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Tarantula's going to go take on the other side. Those Crawlers, I don't know if these Crawlers get here in time to protect this guy from the two Steel Balls here. That's going to be a little bit tight. I think the Steel Balls are going to get to latch over there. Might suck a little bit. Meanwhile, the UFO is going to have a damn field day, as expected, really, on this right side as well, plinking down everybody. The Steel Balls will just about bring down the Tarantula before getting swarmed by the Crawlers, but alas, it's really just going to be a tale of this Wraith, right? This Wraith just clapping all kinds of cheeks. We actually do get some levels on Blue's Steel Ball here, but oi oi oi, it's probably not going to stand the test of time. You've already sold one Steel Ball pack from over here. Blue's only got one pack of Steel Balls remaining. He's probably not going to level it. Or maybe he will level it and then sell it on a round 4 or something. That's something he could do instead. Okay. Levels kind of all over the place. Underground threat. Potentially good for Rooster. Down in the bottom left of the map, maybe. Blue's also going to go underground threat. Okay. I mean, they've both got some weak spots that they could exploit here, so... Ooh, Rooster's actually slamming it on this side. Maybe just anticipating that UFO is going to come out on this side anyway, so... Okay. Meanwhile, just a mass amount of Crawlers coming out. Seems like a pretty good time to do it for Blue. He gets to cover his flanks this way, as well as just fleshing out a backline of chaff, which, round 3, round 4, usually a good time to go ahead and secure that. And okay, man. Pretty fast deployment. Hang on. Where did the laser sights go? Oh, the laser sights is on the Phoenix for Rooster on red. Okay, man. They're going to bring down the UFO real quick. It's pretty tight. You could argue that maybe Blue could have tried to do a little bit of a better job of protecting that UFO. You can kind of predict that some kind of marksman unit's going to come out to take care of it. But alas... Still finding quite a lot of success on that left side, man. The additional UFO over there clearing up the Crawlers, brings down the tower. And look at this, man. Even his backstab of Crawlers is just still alive. These UFOs, these Phoenixes go down. Could be some trouble here. They are going to go down. Oh my god, the UFO changed target like an idiot. Oh my god, what a throw, dude. Look at it. Just chasing random crawlers and stuff. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, that's going to be frustrating, man, if you're blue, dude. Oh, man. All right. That's deeply, deeply unfortunate. Okay, man, big options here. Can't really go Wasp if you're Rooster, just because there's so many UFOs in the field already. Sabertooth with healing could maybe be an option. Melting points could be fine against the flying saucers, but you don't really need them, given that you've already got Phoenixes out. I mean, Sabertooth or Melting Point, probably for Rooster, right? Probably. Meanwhile, the Sabertooth comes out for blue. I think that's actually pretty good, honestly. Trades very, very nicely into the Tarantulas. Just a very, very bulky unit. It's also going to help to counteract the Rhino that has, of course, come down for Rooster this turn as well. I like the Sabertooth pickup for blue, man. I think that's pretty tight. Okay. As for red, though, we're probably looking at Sabertooth as well, right? Yeah, Sabertooth, the melting point. Okay, man. Meanwhile, oh my goodness, Rooster, he goes into the Wasps. Okay, so these are just going to be area specialization Wasps? I mean, they have to be. Right? Because they can't afford to get close. I mean, we already have a laser sights and a range enhancement up on these Wraiths, man. That seems seriously, seriously risky. Especially because another UFO has actually come down this round as well. Wow, man. It might just be so crazy that it actually works, dude. Well, let's see. That would have been like the last unit that I would have picked personally, man. I'll be real curious to see what value these Wasps find. We still don't have enough cash to buy aerial specialization here. It actually only costs 200 supply in the Wasp. Oh my god, Rooster. Did Rooster just save like 300 supply there or something? I think he might have just saved like 300 supply, man. Either that or the replay is bugging out. I really hope it isn't. I guess we're going to know very, very soon. Oh god. The Wasps are just going to match straight into UFO range and just get absolutely just clapped on both sides. Not ideal. Not ideal, and there's a lot of experience for the Wraiths as well. The nade on this side probably going to find its rank 2. Maybe. Okay, not quite. Okay, so Rooster maybe just tactfully saving cash there just to see what his opponent is going to do. I think he banked a few hundred supply there. Again, unless the UI was bugging out or something, but... Hell, if the UI is bugging out, then you guys aren't seeing this video because I'll just delete it, you know what I'm saying? So you guys can rest assured that it's working just fine. Okay, man. We see a cell come out from Rooster. We see, oh my god, range enhancement and aerial spec goes into the Wasps. So we're just hard committing into these guys, man. That is a big, big committal. I'd be super, super worried about field maintenance coming out in the Sabertooths here. For blue, I think it'll be a fantastic play for blue. Seeing the Wasps come out, you kind of know that red either has the option of selling his Wasps or going area specialization and probably range as well. Because it's the only thing that he can do to take down the Wraiths. And so I feel like having some tanky-ass Sabertooths with that regeneration could be extremely, extremely valuable. See the oil come down from blue as well. It's going to slow things up on that right side. Which, I mean, is fair. Lovely. Makes it so that the Wasps will approach faster than the Crawlers, by the way. Which makes the Wasps even more vulnerable to the Wraiths. But I'm pretty sure with area specialization and range enhancement, they should be pretty safe from the Wraiths now. And alas, no real additional tankiness coming down for blue on the front lines here. This should just be Rooster's round. As yeah, the difference now in the trading patterns and the trading efficiency for the Wasps now against these guys. I mean, this guy's got laser sights, so maybe this this Wraith is actually going to put up a pretty damn good fight against the Wasps before it does eventually get plinked. On this left side, though, it's very, very dominant indeed. Okay, man, what do you do now, man, as blue? I feel like Rooster's army is quite weak against just big, burly units like regenerating Sabertooths, but we might have missed the timing for that a little bit. So maybe something like... I don't think blue can afford to go... I don't think either player can actually afford to go top supply specialist here, by the way. I think that'll be way too risky for either player. It's quite a close game. You typically just want to go for that crap when you're feeling super comfortable, super far ahead, like you're a turn or two ahead of your opponent. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, just something big and tanky for blue. I feel like Rooster's army, it's got some phoenixes. That's it. Insofar as, like, units that can really take on big tanky boys, you know? So, yeah, the fortresses I support quite a bit. Curious that he goes into anti-air barrage ahead of barrier, though. I feel like the barrier might have done a little bit more work. Let's see, I may be wrong, but I feel like this is a very, very good play from blue. Quite expensive to do, but I think it's quite solid. Also, funnily enough, both players spawning the wasps on top of each other. So Rooster will actually win the little wasp poke battle here, just because his wasps are dealing bonus air damage. That said, there's 2 missiles at the back, so blue should be safe. Yeah, there it is. He's going to be totally safe. Ooh, the fortress missile barrage went to the wasps at the back. So the first barrage is going to do nothing, and if the phoenixes get to connect on the fortresses, they do have electromag. And so they might struggle to get any missiles off at all. They do get to clear up the wasps on this left side. The fortress on the left, on the right side. The fortress on the left side now going to get off its barrage. Clear up a lot of nerds. It might not quite be enough. Might not quite be enough, man. In fact, this guy's about to get shot, and now it has no anti-air at all to speak of. And this fortress is not going to get the job done quickly enough. I wonder how things might have panned out a bit different if we got into, like, barriers there. Ooh. Still, good round. Blue kind of stopping the bleed, or at least stymieing the bleed a little bit. I think solid choices overall. Okay. Scorpions, pretty good choice for Rooster here. Just good ground, giant killing potential. Great against the fortresses. I wonder if the Sandworm... Honestly, everything here is potentially good now I look at it. Oh my god. Yeah, the melting sandworms with Sandstorm could be great. Does he have Sandstorm teched? He actually does. That could be fantastic to just rush those in on the front line. Couple of sandworms with Sandstorm, get that debuff up. The melting points, obviously, you're worried potentially about fortress barriers coming out, so a big electromag barrage wall of melting points could be fantastic. Even the Stormcallers could do a lot of work for you, though. Scorpions, too. I actually have no idea what the hell I'd go here. I think I'd go the Scorpions. Just because I like Siege Mode Acid Scorpions. They just do things to me. Can't tell you, man. Okay. Meanwhile, we just see more fortresses come out from blue, by the way. Just doubling down on this. Some levels coming out on the Wraiths as well. At least the Laser Sights Wraith. And he's dropping his crawlers on his own backline as just additional chaff. Meanwhile, Rooster actually opts into the melting points after all. Going to go into range. Electromag is ready to push, but no barriers coming out on the fortresses just yet. Blue just going for numbers more than anything, which I think is quite fair. I think that's actually quite fair. Ooh. Curiously, we see Impact Drill come out on both armies on the same turn. And so there's going to be many, many positive and negative crawler trades going on both sides now as a result of those subterranean blitzes coming out. But I'm more curious to see how these anti-air missiles do now. Taking out a lot of the Phoenixes right away. Wasps heavily, heavily damaged indeed. The second barrage is going to be very, very crucial. It does mop up almost all the Wasps, right? Okay, so the Wasps are kind of handled. They're kind of taken care of. They're not doing too bad. The Crawlers are actually maybe going to get to connect. Not quite on the building. And now it's up to the Melting Point versus Fortress Showdown. Which is like a tale as old as time, right? You see this all the time, man. Usually, I see the Melting Points win this in the long run. It's really up to the Fortresses to stay like one tech ahead, I find, for them to win this thing. I'd imagine we're going to see barriers come out on the Fortresses and Electromag come out on the Melting Points probably this round, probably in the very next round that we're about to see here. Let's see if it does pan out like that. Might be a bit of a gamble to go Electromag, actually, on the Melting Points right away before you even see barrier. But okay, man. Rooster spends much, much more time picking his options as well when it comes to the card drops. I wonder if it's because he was streaming maybe during this tournament. Ooh, range comes out on the Fortresses, bro. Wow, man. So we might end up going some kind of carry Fortress build for blue here, with just more Fortresses coming down. No shields come out, and this is what I mean about going Electromag and the Melting Points sort of prematurely. Could be a little bit of a risk. Could be a bit dicey. So the correct play for Rooster here would actually just be do whatever it takes to win the chaff battle to ensure that his melting points can connect on the big boys, which he just went into range on the tarantulas. That's going to help out quite a bit on that front. Just keep those tarantulas a bit further back, let them connect a little bit sooner. I mean, wow, dude. I wouldn't even be so opposed to Rooster, like, selling off these middle wasps here now. Like, are they really getting anything done against this many wraiths? And this many anti-air missiles, you know? I wonder if that's something that we'll see happen. A lot of missiles coming down from Rooster as well, just eviscerating all of that frontline chaff. So much chaff goes down in that first flurry of missiles, and that's what he needs, man. When you're just running these single target melting points like this, more melting points doesn't help you, right? Winning the chaff battle is what helps you. Getting your opponent's chaff dead so that your melting points can connect on important targets like the fortresses over here, for example, is actually what's going to help you, man. And that's exactly what's happening down here on this right side. Bit less success going on the left. So Rooster's going to take the right flank. I think with enough melting points left that these fortresses should go down, but how much damage can Blue mitigate? His building is going to take a stupid amount of damage, go down. Building debuff, not really getting capitalized on that much though, but that said, the melting points get to connect on both fortresses, and so it's going to be quite a staggering win in the end. Just from Rooster winning the chaff battle, man. That's the power, dude, of just spamming a crap load of missiles. Range of the tarantulas probably helped out quite a bit as well. And look at the difference it makes. Huge. Sweaty. Grainy damage coming in, man. Okay. Tight. What do we got, man? Senior defense special is like an obvious pick, I guess, for both players. Somebody could try and go some Rhino Assault shenanigans, but probably not. Blue actually goes for it. Yeah, he actually goes for Rhino Assault. Curiously enough. Quite surprised by that. Surely it's not going to get in and get anything done, right? I mean, it's surrounded by phoenixes and... sorry, not phoenixes, but... like the damaged crawlers and the wasps should be able to take care of that Rhino. Really no problem. Meanwhile, did Rooster skip? I think he skipped. Okay. Look at how many fortresses come out. Okay, fortress barriers have to come out now. This is too many. This is too many, and this is too much value. Surely. Surely, dude. Ooh. Look at this cheekiness coming out, dude. So Rooster's slammed some wasps on the flank here, whose only job it is to tank the missiles from this fortress, such that these phoenixes definitely then get in. Right? They definitely then get in. Oh, I guess he got the deployment module in that last pick round, right? I think he did. So he will successfully get the drive-by off here on the building in this bottom right. Barriers do not come out on the fortresses, though. Even with this many. Wow, dude. I mean, Rooster was ready for it with that Electromag anyway. And so the building in the bottom here will eventually go down, but there's just frankly too much to watch. So we can't exactly just be staring at that. Meanwhile, all of the wasps are already dead just from the ridiculous abundance of anti-air missiles. The wasp in the middle also going to get utterly clapped right now. But now that the building goes down, do we have a little bit of just a numbers problem? Are there just too many fortresses to actually bring down here, man? Phoenix is going to make it all the way to the other building as well, man. Oh, God. Never mind, dude. Never mind. Ain't no chance, right? Yeah, no chance. Wow, I wonder if the fortress barriers would have actually made any kind of difference here at all. For Blue, as he goes ahead and drops this round. Super, super well played from Rooster, by the way. Mega heads up, obviously, to just perfect timing on the Electromag Barrage. I do wonder if the barriers on the fortresses might not have been a slightly better play. I might actually run out this round again and just make that one tweak and that one change and see how maybe it might have changed things. Okay, so we're jumping in here as Blue. I don't think that the Rhino Specialist was worth it personally. I don't think I would have picked it. I think this would have been probably a skip for me were I in his shoes. So I go ahead and skip that. We're definitely going to be increasing range, speed, and borrowing money. I think we're basically going to be spending everything we got all up and over here. Barriers on the fortresses, I don't know that would have made that much of a difference. It's definitely more barrier health than just slamming. Barriers with shield generator? So I guess we go ahead and do it. And I also just wonder if shields on the fangs might not have made a bit of a difference as well. Just to make it so that the tarantulas take a lot longer to kill off our fang line at the front. What if we do something a bit like that? And then we go something like... So before we went like a double fortress drop, what if we just got like a single fortress drop? At the front like so. I'm trying to stay somewhat loyal to what we did last time, but Stormcallers on this side, are they really doing a whole lot? If I can sell these and just buy more fangs. And then the rest of our cash we just spend on missiles, killing stuff at the front. Like getting rid of the chaff line. I'm not going to place missiles here, even though I know that the phoenixes are coming, obviously. Whoa. We place these here. And just these guys like here and here. Just like arrive a little bit late. Oh, I didn't place the oil on the right side. That's my bad, but... Okay. So I just wonder, man. The fangs kind of get eviscerated by missile spam by Rooster as well. And of course the phoenixes are coming in for our bottom side over there. We do have some extra late arriving fangs now, though. Can these guys be the difference maker? Will they actually do anything to help us take this? Or do they still just kind of get washed over? Nah, man. Looks like it's not going to do enough, dude. It's not going to do enough. Ooh. Rough, dude. Rough. It was not too bad on the left side. Right side, basically the same. Still does too much to take on. Too much. Damn. Damn, dude, that's what I mean, man. I feel like as soon as the melting points sort of catch up to the fortresses, it gets so tough to try and take the win, you know? Alright, experimentation over. Let's go on to the grand final, man, which does feature Rooster himself. Alright, man. This time, Rooster is playing as Blue, opening up with a double Stormcaller drop, few Acolytes, and Crawler as his choice of Chaff, which he's placing... Oh my god. Okay, super aggressive opener with a mostly slow army. Quite interesting. He is playing some aerial specialist action. I wonder if that's also going to be followed in then by things like some aggressively positioned phoenixes, stuff like that. Trying to get some quick and easy picks. He's going up against mixed chaff and stormcallers on the side of red, who is playing good old vanilla supply specialist. Okay, dude. Let's see, shall we? So the positioning of the crawlers makes it so that they just completely dodge the opening salvo of missiles, which is perfect. It's great. The crawlers even get to connect a little bit and get a little bit of damage done and just hold the enemy crawlers still, which is exactly what you want. Might be a little bit too much chaff left alive here for our stormcallers to actually win the duel with these guys, but I will go ahead and speed it up. Oh, getting the building kill is actually quite a big deal. Okay, yeah, the building kill actually saves us, what, a couple of salvos here that otherwise would have wiped us super early. One stormcaller gets a shot off. It's actually quite a big deal. Okay, man, so we are going to get to take the first round here as Rooster this time. The man is on a mission in this Asian mini-tournament. What can I say? Tarantulas come down as a possibility. Rhinos, Wraiths. Okay. So Rooster coming in with the Rhino action. Just going to try and bum rush down a building immediately. Oh my god. What is going on here with red? That can't be right. Oh my god, it is right. Okay, crawlers come out and a Wraith mega aggressively positioned. Interesting. Meanwhile, red is also going to sell up on the Stormcallers, which I think is fine. Stormcallers, again, like Steel Balls, one of those units that you can kind of just see how much value they get, see where your opponent's positioned and stuff, and then decide from there whether or not you're going to hold them or not. I think it's totally fine for red to get rid of these. Ooh. Rooster coming out with a shenanigan play here. So the Rhino comes down on the front line. Phoenix is on the back right. Which, I do actually like this, because there's two Acolytes on this side. He has much better chaff clear on this side for the early game. So it's quite likely that these guys kill off all of the small little geeks over here. And just open up the map a bit more to the Phoenixes finding some value. That said, I can't believe this Wraith, dude. That's crazy as hell, man. The positioning on this thing is just nuts. It's insane. He's just going for it, dude. Hey, I gotta commend Horrible Will's nuts here, dude. We've got a happy little Acolyte spawning in at the top side as well. That's also another placement by Rooster. That's gonna pull... Actually, look at how much chaff it pulls away. That's a genius little Acolyte over there, dude. Perfectly positioned to pull all of these guys out. Looking real good. Ooh, the Rhino dies quite fast, though. Where the hell did the Steel Balls come from? Did I miss the Steel Balls getting deployed? What is this? I guess I did. Oh god, that's terrible casting, man. Terrible casting. How the hell did I miss that? Did it get slammed right at the end? I don't know. Okay. So it's really going to come down to whether or not the Wraith can find the kill on the Phoenixes. The Phoenixes actually just decide to go have a tea party while the building debuff is active, so it's going to take them a little bit while longer to bring the Wraith down, but they should be able to get the job done. A couple big shots off while the building debuff is still active. enough crap on the ground to distract the Wraith. And there it is. Okay. Rooster retains the lead. Yeah, look at those steel balls, man. How the hell did I miss those? This is terrible. Okay, his module, solid, amp core. Red now has a very, very big decision to make, by the way. And that decision is... Actually, both players have very, very big decisions to make on this left flank. We could either see a sell on the steel balls or the Wraith, or a sell on the Rhino. And there's a lot of mind games to be played here. A hell of a lot of mind games to be played. Amp core comes out, meanwhile, for Rooster. He decides to sell the Rhino. Cool, cool, cool. And the steel balls are also going to get held onto as well. Okay, man. So, definitely the correct call to sell off on the Rhino, I guess. Neither player playing any kind of crazy, insane mind games with that. Sort of like the predicted play. Meanwhile, the Degeneration Beam Wraith with the good old Amp Core comes down just to safeguard this left flank. Dude, Degeneration Beam is such a good anti-aggro tool. I mean, it's a good aggro tool as well, to be honest, if you're using it in such a way, but... Meanwhile, more steel balls coming down for Red to take care of the Acolyte on that far side. And he's also going to start to flank himself with some crawlers of his own too. Okay. Yeah, this Wraith should just absolutely eviscerate everything here. Without really too many problems, I don't think. Oh my god, dude. It's pretty strong, man. It's pretty strong. Amp Core and the Degeneration Aura make it just so it takes all kinds of positive trades. Fending off the entire flank, basically alone. With a little bit of meat shield tanking going on just to help it out. Building goes down for Red. The Wraith not quite able to push a level 2, but off to a very, very positive start indeed. Yeah, man. Dude, Rooster pushing quite a happy little lead here, man. Some curveballs coming out of Red, but none of them are really finding their mark just yet. Tech Specialist, that'd be quite nice and early to pick up for both players, but more so for Red, who hasn't touched anything on his Wraiths just yet. It's quite expensive, though. Incendiary Bomb, kind of the obvious choice. Ooh, Red actually does go into the Tech Specialist. Okay. So kind of half called it. Meanwhile, more crawlers coming in and just try and be extra annoying on this flank against the steel balls. The Incendiary coming in, quite a deep placement on the Incendiary Bomb. None of that frontline shenanigans. Thing is, if Red wants to protect against Incendiary, he's got to place a barrier here to protect these guys who are rushing the flank. And also, like, I don't know, here would probably be like the most logical choice to slam it. To protect this chaff as they come forwards. Bit of building health comes out from Red as well. That might be an early indication that he's looking to just kind of abandon that side. And wow, dude, bold as hell. Phoenix has come down, first tech charged shot. So Red really cashing in on that Tech Specialist right away. With a range upgrade on the Wraiths. More steel balls coming down as well. Dude, Red is just... This guy's like the Joker, man. Chaos. This guy makes some crazy, crazy curveball plays. None of them have come off just yet, but I wonder if this is the one. I mean, these Phoenixes should make extremely, exceptionally short work of this Wraith. Amplifying core or no. Each Phoenix shooting for 8.2k damage is just kind of gross. Looks like Red is not going to invest in protecting his flank at all. Then again, just a little bit of building health over there. Maybe he's just not worried about this side getting torched. And here we go, man. The Phoenixes get to connect on the Wraith. It's going to be like 4 shots maybe. And then it goes down. Super, super fast indeed. Oi, 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 oi. That's it. No additional chaff coming in to protect this side just yet. So as this building dies, it's going to be a shorter than usual debuff. But short enough, or sorry, just long enough rather, for these Wraiths to find some immense value. These Phoenixes to find some immense value against the Wraith. I'm mincing my words, man. Too many similar units on both sides of the map. Okay. And it's actually just going to be another win. The good old Rooster, dude. His Phoenix is prevailing on this occasion. Does feel like just a little bit more chaff on this side, though, for Red, and things could get quite spooky quite quickly. There was, for a moment there, after Rooster's UFO had died on that front line, where things looked very, very sketchy, and if just like another wave of Fangs or Crawlers came in, could have been in some deep, deep trouble. With only Phoenixes left to kind of pick them off, you know? Not the best, not the position you want to be in. Both players taking quite a while here to choose. I wonder if somebody's maybe wondering about going deployment module and pulling units off of a flank. That might be a thing, like instead of selling them. Deployment module for Rooster. Okay, actually does go for it. Not sure what he's moving. Oh, he actually slams it on some of his Phoenixes. Okay. Might be about to see some kind of Phoenix flank go on over here. While the building is still just a rank 2. Deployment module actually just come out for red as well. And he is going to maybe just pull those crawlers off. Okay, yeah. Okay, so he's going for that slightly later arriving wave of crawlers to come in after these guys. Again, just to protect his Phoenixes here. And protect the Wraiths just a little bit more. Because as long as these Phoenixes kill the Wraith. But another Wraith comes down though, dude. So it's just moves and counter moves going on right now, right? Like what red really needs is another... Oh, he actually did go for another pack of Phoenixes. Okay, so this is game on now. This is game on. I feel like this is for the first round, maybe, this game. Where I feel like red has really matched what Rooster's doing here on this flank. He's really matched it. He's just ahead on Chaff. And he has enough Phoenixes now to kill off 2 sets of Wraiths very, very quickly indeed. And that is exactly what's going to go down over here now. Real tight, man. Real close. And these level 1 Phoenixes with the increased attack, man, getting so much work done that they actually just about win the trade. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So, in the end, he did perfectly match what Rooster was doing with just a 50 supply advantage, really. In terms of how he came off in that trade. And oh my god, this one Phoenix is actually just going to kill everything. Ooh, you know what's scary about this as well, though? Red can actually afford to go some levels into this Phoenix now. Because Rooster's invested a couple of techs into his Wraiths. You kind of know that Rooster's not going to be selling them anytime soon. So you might as well go a little bit of levels into your Phoenixes as well and just double up their damage a bit. Okay, let me skip ahead. Ooh, man. This is a tough one, man. This is a really tough flank to counteract now. Like that left side, from Rooster's point of view. Fortresses with missiles, most of them will get blocked by the Wraiths, though. They won't really find the Phoenixes. The Fortresses also take stupendous damage. Then again, the Typhoons aren't that useful either. None of those options were really that great, to be honest, from Rooster's point of view, I don't think. Shield Squad and the Phoenixes makes it so that they do get to trade at least evenly now with Red's Phoenixes, because they get to survive a shot, no matter how much damage is coming out from these charged shot Phoenix boys. Just go for the anti-air missiles on the fortresses after all. Maybe it'll come off, man. Maybe it'll come off. We gotta get these Wraiths dead very quickly indeed. Is the only problem. Before those missiles can start connecting on the Phoenixes, which is where they really want to be hitting. Meanwhile, look at this coming out from Red, man. The Typhoons with the homing missile. I'm quite surprised to see that. I'm quite surprised to see that indeed, man. Yeah, this is very interesting. I don't really know what to say about that, man. I would have almost expected to see like Mech Rage or Barrier come out, to be honest, and then just more Fangs. More Crawlers. Or something like that. But let's see how they do, man. The opening salvo of missiles, as predicted, is just going to get swallowed up by the Wraiths. So those Wraiths have to die fast if Rooster has any chance here. But look at how quickly his own Wraiths are dying, dude. And with the level 2 Phoenixes over on this side, they just take like 2 or 3 shots to get a full health Wraith dead, even if it has Amplifying Core. Just doesn't matter. Now, at least Rooster's Phoenixes do get to take some shots here before they start to go down. Just that barrier helping them out a hell of a lot in the Phoenix trade itself. And now, is the Fortress just going to have enough health to go ahead and pull this off? I think we can go ahead and speed things up just a little bit. Building will die over here. Ooh, it's going to be a win for Red, isn't it? When that building... Oh, never mind. The building's actually got quite a bit of health. I thought it just had 1 level on it. It's actually up to a level 3 building on that right side now. And so going to buy quite a lot of time. Same thing though, a level 3 building over here too. It might still be too much for Rooster's Fortress to deal with here. Phoenix is going to go down probably before they get that building kill. Well, not quite. Get to bring down one of the Typhoons. Gonna be a little bit close, but you know what, man? The homing missile shot is gonna be the shot that actually brings down the fortress. Super close, man. Holy crap. Acid Blast. Could be good, like, here, I guess, for Red. Quite expensive, though, if it doesn't come off. Laser sights available. Rooster actually already chose that. He dabs at one of his Phoenixes, fair enough. And laser sights is also the choice from Red as well. Okay. Oh my god, when the hell did a self-destructing Rhino get here, dude? How the hell did I miss that, man? Okay. So apparently we've got some self-destructing rhino action going. Who'd have thunk it? To be honest, we could do like another one right here and just mobile beacon it in. So these guys just explode everything on the side too. Could be kind of good. Okay, so this flank is losing a lot of value now for both players. We just saw a unit sell from Rooster come out over here as well. He doesn't really need units over here anymore, man. This building just has too much health. Building debuff is not lasting very long over there. Additional Wraith comes out. I guess this is just to be a bit of a late arrival for the chaff that arrives just a little bit later on into the round. Makes sense to me. As for what else we do here, I mean, maybe something Rooster could do is Fangs here, and if I just pause it real quick, like Fangs like here and here. And then you can look to eventually give the Fangs barrier as well, and just have them like nice and slow, nice and late arriving, so that as the Wraiths are dead, the Fangs then start to arrive and just start to block further damage from the Phoenixes at the back, and like the important targets like the Steel Balls and the Phoenixes, you know. Maybe that's a route that we'll see Rooster go down. The self-destructing Rhino actually finding an okay amount of value over there at the back, to be fair. Ooh, we actually get his Wraiths dead super fast now on this flank. Those Phoenixes doing their job real good. I didn't actually see the intricacy that made that trade happen. But there you go, man. We've also abandoned the right side much more than our opponent over here as well. So let's go, Rooster, man. I'm siding with Rooster a little bit here. I can't help myself. I've just cast so many of Rooster's games, you know. Okay. Steel Balls still finding good value, you know. Even just these Steel Balls at level 1 are actually doing so much work, man, for red. And you know what? It's still not going to be enough. There's just too much chaff left over. Just too much chaff. The tides are starting to turn, man. Red's play is coming off. Momentum is swinging horribly in his direction. Improved firepower control. Does everybody have items on the Wraith? It could be good on one of the Wraiths, maybe. For Red, Underground Threat. I mean, they're probably both going to go Underground Threat. No, it doesn't have much value, though, for Red. There's like already a UFO in the backline. Probably not that good. He's going to go for it anyway. And in fact, look at this. Crawlers come out with Replicate and Impact Drill to match the timing of the Underground Threat. And so they should absolutely mulch over here on this far side. Look at the text on these Typhoons coming out, man. Horrible Will, not a man to be trifled with. Believing in the Typhoons. Okay. To be fair, they're also doing a pretty good job of giant killing as well. In terms of the homing missiles. Getting quite a bit of work done. He's also flanking over here with yet more Typhoons, Red is. On this one side. Which, by the way, these Typhoons are also going to soak the missile over here too. Which is quite scary, because it means that this Crawler drop is going to get in quite big and get a huge replicate off over here. On this far side. I'm more curious to see what value the Typhoons get here, though. They're not like an obvious unit. I don't feel. Unless Red is just also preempting that a Crawler drop is coming in, and so he's thinking, you know what, more Typhoons, it can't be a bad thing. Just a good bit of chaff clear. Okay, man. Ooh, look at this. Rooster also pushed in these Phoenixes quite a bit as well. I have to do the map quite zoomed out here so we can actually catch everything that's going on in this bottom right as well, in particular. But the pushed in Phoenixes, man. Is that helping them out? Is that getting them to connect on useful targets, important targets much faster? Not sure. All I do know is that the Wraiths are all dead on this left flank just now. So even though Rooster's base is about to go down... Oh, it's the same problem again though. Look, he has no chaff left. He has no chaff left so quickly. Oh. Like the Phoenixes and the Fortresses trying to kill off so many small units with nothing to protect them. It's quite devastating. And even my solution of going into like Fangs with shields wouldn't be that effective, given that there's so many Typhoons on the field, right? Like the Typhoons kind of similar to Mustangs would just shred shielded Fangs. Ooh. This is a tough one, man. This is a tough one to kind of hit the reverse gears on. What do you even do here? What's the answer? some kind of like high damage. Ooh, carry Vulcan? Some kind of like crazy carry Vulcan maybe? Just get them range enhancement, Scorching Fire, and just go. Because they can kill off the Typhoons if they have enough damage on the Vulcans. They'll also be very, very effective against the Crawlers and the Fangs. I wonder, man. They'll also be pretty good against the Fire Badges too, but... Oh, actually, yeah, Bruce is playing as blue now, isn't he? So he actually goes for the Fire Badges, and it's red that goes into the Vulcans after all. Ooh. Damn. Tough, man. This is real tough. Okay. I do like how we're completely vacating this side of the map, by the way. Ooh, another self-destruct Rhino comes down just to deal with the flank over here. I can't help but love that. It's just a great little answer. Feeling quite good. Red actually sells one of his Vulcans as well. He's just going to stick with the one. Shield comes down to protect against the fire. Looking pretty good. I'm a little surprised to not see just like a little pack of Crawlers or something come down here for red. Just to distract this Rhino. So it doesn't just run on top of these Typhoons and kill both of them. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god. Look at this come out from red though, dude. The oil drop comes down. We're going to ignite that ourselves as well. With our own fire badges, which are on the front line, and also got some upgrade text too. Ugh. If our chaff situation was looking a bit gnarly before, it's looking a little bit... Look at a little bit more gimped now as well. Yeah, we just don't have any chaff to speak of. It's all just gone. It's all just gone, man. Oh, God. Look at the Typhoons go. I can't believe the value these Typhoons are getting, man. I mean, holy crap. The Typhoon's doing so much work. Is it actually over? It's actually over, man. Just on the back of a crazy Typhoon spam. Coming out from red, which, to be fair, did an amazing, amazing job at just clearing up the chaff. Like, we had all these upgrades on these crawlers, a lot of crawler packs around as well. But man, the Typhoon drops just completely stayed on top of that and contributed so heavily to getting the fortresses dead, man. Like, even if the Phoenixes, which are like the big carry unit for red, even if they went down, the Typhoon started a very, very good shot at bringing down the fortresses. Even in that scenario too. Oh my god, man. Hey, what a game, dude. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this happy little tournament cast. If you did, make sure to hit like on the video. And, yeah, subscribe to catch more videos like this one in the future. Alright, thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to catch all of y'all just a tad bit later, man.